If you've got your products produced and you're wondering how to ship your products from your manufacturer to Amazon's fulfillment centers, this video is for you. I'm going to break down how shipping to Amazon FBA actually works, why using a freight forwarder is a smart move, why you should ship your products directly from your manufacturer to Amazon, how to get shipping quotes that save you money, and I'll show you step by step how to actually create a shipment inside of Amazon Seller Central. But before we get started, if you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and drop a comment down below and subscribe because I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. But let's get into it. First, let's go over how shipping to Amazon works. Once your product is done being manufactured, your next step is getting it shipped directly from your manufacturer to Amazon's warehouse. No need to ship it to your house first or a storage unit. That just wastes time and money. Instead, you want your freight forwarder to pick it up from your manufacturer and then deliver it straight to the Amazon FBA warehouse. There are two ways to get it shipped. You have air shipping, which is faster but more expensive. I personally don't recommend this. And then you have sea shipping, which is slower but cheaper and ideal for larger orders and reorders. You'll also hear intercoms like EXW, FOB, DDP. These are who's responsible for each leg of the shipment. The one I recommend aiming for is DDP shipping from your freight forwarder. DDP shipping from your freight forwarder means that they handle everything: pickup, customs, and final delivery to Amazon. Next, let's talk about why you should use a freight forwarder. A common mistake that Amazon sellers make is just letting the manufacturer handle the shipping. Here's the problem with that. Manufacturers aren't logistic companies. They'll often give you inflated shipping quotes and cut corners with customs and Amazon compliance. That's why I always recommend using a freight forwarder. A freight forwarder will pick up your products from the supplier. They'll handle customs and documentations, ensure your cartons are labeled correctly, coordinate delivery directly to Amazon, and help you avoid surprise fees and delays. They take logistics off your plate so you can focus on launching your product the right way. This is actually why I created my own freight forwarding company for myself and my mentorship students. And I recently had a student who told me that they saved $6K on shipping by using the AMZ Masterclass freight forwarder. Now let's talk about why you should get multiple shipping quotes. Just like you shouldn't take the first product quote that you get from a manufacturer, you shouldn't take the first shipping quote that you get from a freight forwarder. Here's what you should do. Once your supplier finishes production, ask them for the total carton count, the carton dimensions and weight, and a pickup address. Then take that info and reach out to freight forwarders to start getting quotes. Here are a few places where you can find reliable freight forwarders. You have Freightos.com. Another option is using Forwarder One. Or if you're in the mentorship program, you have access to the AMZ Masterclass freight forwarder, where on average, my students save anywhere from 30 to 50% on their shipments to Amazon. Or if you're using a sourcing agent to find your products, you can always ask them for a recommendation. You'll often find that a third-party freight forwarder saves you money compared to your manufacturer shipping your product. And communication is better too. So now let's actually dive into Amazon Seller Central and go over how to create an actual shipment. To actually create a shipment, we're gonna go inside of our Amazon Seller Central account and we're going to go to our Manage Inventory section. And then we're gonna go ahead and select the product that we want to create a shipment for. And then we're gonna go right here where it says Select Group Action, and we're gonna go ahead and select Send/Replenish Inventory. It's gonna bring us to this page right here, and where it says packaging details, we're gonna select the drop down Create New Packing Template. Then we'll be brought here where we first see packaging template name. I personally like to name this what the product actually is. Then you're gonna see template type, and if your products are in boxes or cartons, you're gonna go ahead and select case pack. Then we're gonna input how many units are in each box. Now, units per box is not referring to your product packaging. it's referring to how many products are in the shipping box or carton. And then we have box dimensions in inches. Again, this is the shipping carton, not your product packaging itself. You have the box weight, which is the weight of the shipping carton. And then you also have this section, who labels the unit. Your manufacturer should be the one who's doing all of the labeling. And if that's the case, you would select by seller. Plus, Amazon is getting rid of their labeling and prep service in 2026, so you want your manufacturer to be doing this anyways. Prep category would be no prep needed because your manufacturer is doing all of the prepping. Next, you'll go ahead and save this packing template. In packaging details, you'll go ahead and select the packing template that you just created. And then in information, you'll see right here, units per box, 5. Now, let's say that we were sending out 200 units of this product. We have this section right here where it says boxes. So 5 units per box. For 200 units, that would mean we're sending out 40 boxes of this product. Select ready to send, then confirm and continue. And then here you're going to have the ship date. This is what day your products are going to be shipped out from your freight forwarder. So you would want to coordinate with this with them. So let's say that our product was being shipped out on the 11th, on Monday. We would select that. And then for shipping method, we would want to make sure that we're sending our product to Amazon's fulfillment centers. And then you have these two options right here. You have 5 shipments, where your product would be sent to 5 different Amazon FBA warehouses, or the 1 shipment option, where it would only be sent to 1. Now with the 5 shipment option, you're going to have no inbound placement fee. With the 1 shipment option, Amazon is going to charge you an inbound placement fee, and this is for them to distribute your products all across different fulfillment centers. Personally, I go with the 5 shipment option, but to be eligible for this, you need to have at least 5 boxes of minimum 5 units per box. We'll then select small parcel delivery, or SPD, and then you see select shipping carrier. Now, because you're shipping your products from overseas directly to Amazon, you wouldn't be using Amazon's partnered carrier, UPS. You would select Amazon non-partnered carrier, and you would go ahead and select other. Here it's going to show you all 5 of your shipments for this product. And right here where it says ship to, this is going to be the Amazon warehouse that your product is being shipped to for this shipment. And if you select the 5 shipment option, you're going to have 5 different Amazon warehouses that you're going to be sending your products to. This is what you're going to be sending to your freight forwarder to get a quote for shipping. Amazon also requires you to select a delivery window, which is a 7-day date range on when your products are due to arrive at Amazon's warehouse. So if we were going to be sending our products out on the 11th, and it took 30 days for us to ship our product, we would also want to account for maybe 2 weeks of our products being at customs. Then we would go ahead and select a delivery window of the 22nd next month. But to be 100% accurate, you can always ask your freight forwarder when the products are due to arrive at Amazon. So then we're going to set the delivery window for each one of our shipments, and then accept charges and confirm shipping. Now here, Amazon is going to show us all 5 of our shipments. And what we want to do is, you see the section where it says print box labels. You're going to go ahead and select 4 by 6 inches. That is the standard size for shipping labels. And you're going to print out each one of these shipping labels, then send the PDF directly to your manufacturer so that they can put these shipping labels on all of the shipping cartons. And this is an example of what those would look like. Once your products were actually shipped, you would want to ask your freight forwarder for a tracking ID, and then for each one of your Amazon shipments, you're going to enter that tracking ID, and then you're ready to go. And here are some final tips for a smooth shipment. Always ship directly from your manufacturer to Amazon. There will be less handling and less delays. Use a reliable freight forwarder who knows Amazon's requirements. Make sure that your products and cartons are labeled correctly, and this is usually done by your supplier. Double check your FBA warehouse address, and Amazon will assign this once you create a shipment. And track your shipment and stay in touch with your freight forwarder until the product is checked in. The faster you ship your products, the sooner you can launch and start making sales. Shipping might sound like a complicated process at first, but once you do it once, it becomes a repeatable system. Ship directly from your manufacturer, use a freight forwarder, get multiple shipping quotes, and follow Amazon's steps inside of Seller Central. Now, if you want to learn how I source, ship, and launch every product step by step, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass linked in the description of this video, where you'll not only have access to the AMZ Masterclass freight forwarder, and like I said, on average, students save 30 to 50% on shipping using them. You'll also have direct access to me as your mentor along your entire journey, the exact A through Z curriculum that I personally use for every single product that I launch, as well as a one-on-one Zoom call with me, and all of the systems that I've created for my students, like product selection, where I'll select my students' products for them based on the criteria that I use and teach. Our listing creation service, where the exact team who creates my Amazon product listings will create yours. The new Amazon AI software that I created, our bookkeeping service, our inspection service, our trademarking service, and so much more. It is truly a one-stop shop for Amazon FBA private label sellers. And if you've ever been interested in learning how to sell on Amazon or learn how to take your Amazon brand to the next level, this program is for you. But on that note, everybody, don't forget to like and comment on this video. It really helps out the channel a lot. And subscribe, because like I said, I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And as always, have a blessed day, ladies and gentlemen.